Well, I think there is a responsibility on everybody. This is a human tragedy in many ways, from the time when these people come from Africa, across Africa, when they come to the Mediterranean, when they get on board unstable boats, when they risk their lives passing through the Mediterranean and landing on the shores of Italy or Malta, the countries that are nearest to them when they arrive. And then moving up through Europe. I think there is a responsibility here for all of us. But I have to say to you that the responsibility ought to be initially with the countries where they first arrive. That is the international law. That is how these matters should be dealt with. And if resources are required to help the frontline states in this situation, then those resources can be found. Indeed, there is money available through the European Commission, but the countries concerned have to ask for that money. And the problem with France is that by the time people go from Italy, they move into France, still without being properly dealt with, still being left without any consideration as to what categories of immigration they fall into, whether they are asylum seekers, whether they are economic migrants, whether they are people who are victims of crime. Many of them, you know, by the time they get up through France and nothing's been done,
but sir,
you know, the tragedies really got worse.
I get that, but Italy, for instance, which is on the front lines, is saying that it is shouldering a disproportionate burden here, just because geographically it happens to be where most of these desperate migrants come, and it's not getting the help from European authorities. I had an opportunity to speak with the deputy mayor of Calais here. I'm going to run a little bit of that sound for you to listen to, because he says the UK should be doing more. I'll have you react after. Listen.
Most of the time, when we talk to migrants, they all say the same. They want to go to England. And our British friends are now becoming more than hypocritical, because they say it is your responsibility, where they know that migrants being there wants to go to England.
Well, so basically he's saying the magnet is Britain. Why isn't Britain helping more?
Britain is helping. Britain is putting substantial resources in to help the French with the situation. I think we've done an awful lot. And of course, separately to this particular situation, we have been taking many refugees. Applications for refugee status, as far as Britain is concerned, have been very high. And this is not just something that is happening in this particular location. There are many other locations on the fringes of Europe, on the borders of Europe, where there are considerable migrancy issues. Other countries further east, for instance, have this problem of people coming from other places. And I think that really this is a major issue. Migrancy and the pressures on us all over the next few years are going to get worse, not better. And I think we have therefore got to make sure that we deal with these people in a proper, ordered and disciplined way.